Ephraim, have you seen my cat?
Yeah? What about him?
I can't find where they've gone. I'm worried that they might be nipping at Rue.
Oh, that is probably true.
No, they're currently in my garden. Probably the catnip.
Oh, Lord, why would you have that?
Simply so they don't keep biting at me.
You know what that does to them.
Well, I know what it doesn't do to me, so you can deal with the after effects. But would either of you like a spot of tea?
Yeah, sure.
Good, I appreciate it, though.
Okay. Jeremy should be here any moment. I had him making some. Oh, not only did he bring tea, but he also brought those little, really hard biscuit things that I never remember the name of.
Cobalt Scout cookies.
No, the other one.
Rocks.
No, the actual food. They just are as hard as rocks.
Leftover croissants.
Hmm.
You know he's not wrong.
According to Jeremy, you are actually in fact right. It is a croissant.
All right, where are we pulling in today?
Jeremy, please go get better refreshments for the food. We don't want to break their teeth.
Let's have Rue give it a shot. It's been a while since I've seen them fool.
Very well. This one that I am thinking of is from a world that has technology I have not seen. Well, can't say I haven't seen before, but is weirder than what I've seen before, if that makes sense. So let us try. So give me 1 second. There they are. Hello, my dear.
Uh, mm, Babies must not like the curry.
Curry?
What? Huh? Babies must not like curry?
Well, not with this type of dream, they must not. Although you're a lot friendlier than most things that look like you in my dreams.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes,
Which one are they referring to? I don't know. There's three of us.
uh, any of you, actually.
Yeah, I am the most friendly, though.
I'll let you have that.
Anyway, welcome to the Delegation of Dreamers.
Ah, okay. That's good.
My name is Ephraim.
I am Rue.
And I'm Ashura.
Ah, well, I am Mistral khi'Bitter Gest.
Khi'Bitter Gest.
Can you spell that for me?
Yes, I will probably just refer to you as Mistral, simply for my own sanity.
That's fine. It takes one born to the void winds to pronounce it properly.
Well, before we begin our usual, would you like some refreshments? I don't know that they'll be what you're used to.
Of course.
We haven't offered guests refreshments for ages. Ever since you've been gone, Rue, no one's offered any guests any refreshments.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm the only one with any form of manners.
Well, to be fair, a lot of our guests haven't really, we haven't really pulled in. They've just shown up.
Fair. But here, have some tea. Jeremy is now back with some cookies. Be careful, some of them have pebbles in them. It's a kobold thing.
Okay.
Gives you some extra crunch.
Mistral takes the tea very gingerly and then starts sorting through the cookies for something that's soft enough to chew and doesn't seem to have pebbles in it. Can't be worse than Hennix's cooking sometimes.
Yes. Just so you know, we are going to ask you a little bit about yourself and where you come from. We are both a dream and not a dream. You are in the realm of forgotten memories. We are here to keep memories from being forgotten completely.
Good.
Hopefully that makes any sense.
Not really, but I'm glad to think that some memories that shouldn't be forgotten won't be.
Don't worry about it. I've been here for years. It still doesn't make sense to me.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense to me at this point, but here we are.
Well, glad to see that I at least catch on a little better. I would like to ask, I know based on what I saw that you are someone of some importance. Do you mind explaining a little bit about how the structure of your world works? Like, where you are in level of importance. I don't want to be rude and say something I shouldn't.
Or maybe we could ask where you're from.
Oh, I'm an officer on a rogue trader called the Dawnlight of the Ancients.
It's a heck of a name.
Imperial naming custom makes things sound nice and important and pompous.
So you trade rogues.
No, no. It's a designation. It means that our ship is not subject to most of the Imperial restrictions on trade. We have a warrant that allows us freer ranging abilities.
Well, that sounds good.
Yes, it's great freedom.
So what is it you trade?
Oh, a variety of things. Usually, very high-end technology that is in danger of being forgotten.
We deal in the same trade then, or at least close to.
Yes.
Well, that's a coincidence.
Honestly, I think this is the first time we've met someone so close to our trade.
Oh, it's good to know others are in this trade.
Yeah, well, if you have a rogue to sell, then I think we're fresh out of them.
Ah,
That's pretty sure that's not on their usual menu of items.
no, no, not our usual trade.
But yes, that actually brings me to my second question. What is that thing you've got there? The long thing with looks like a stick but not quite?
Oh, its formal name is a consort honor blade. It's a really nice glaive we found on a space hulk. It's a very nice bit of technology. It also shoots plasma.
Plasma.
Yes, it's the stuff stars are made of.
You've harnessed the power of stars. Note to self, visit this world. What exactly is a space hulk, though?
It's a ship that has been abandoned, or mostly abandoned. The one we were on had the descendants of a crew there, but for the grace of the Emperor go I. It's no longer in proper working order, so it's kind of trapped in space.
Ah, okay. And curious and curiouser.
Yes.
Isn't everything in space, though?
I'm assuming this is a more literal in space than, say, where we are right now.
Yes. It's in the void between the stars.
What kind of fuel do ships that journey across such wide spaces use?
It's a radioactive substance. That was never my family's purview, so I don't really know how to describe it better.
Hmm. Well, based on what I've seen from other worlds, I think I know what you're speaking of. And in which case, that is somewhat terrifying. Very volatile substances, those can be.
It's less terrifying than the warp.
When you say warp, what are you referring to?
The immaterium where demons live.
Ah, demons. You've got those in your world.
Oh, yes, unfortunately.
So, in other words, me going there won't get me away from demons. Understood. Sure, I still need to find a vacation spot that is lacking in those.
You just took a vacation.
Yes, but you know who was there the entire time.
Voldemort.
That I didn't know.
Yes. Anyway, have you been through the warp many times?
Oh, yes.
On a scale of, say, 1 to 100, how dangerous would you say it is?
Probably around 9 or 10,000.
That is off the charts.
Yes.
Scale to screaming bloody murder. How painful is it?
Um, Describable.
Gotcha.
But, like, what could happen if you go through the warp and something happens? What would happen? Has anything happened?
Yes, unfortunately, that's what happened to the bitter jest. The Giller field generator, which is what prevents the demons from coming in, failed. It was only for a short time, but most of the crew died, including most of my family.
Oh. How did you manage to get away?
We managed to get the Geller field back up and kill all the demons that had come through. It was a hard battle.
So the Geller field is like a cage that you put around the ship.
Yes, like a shield, armor for the ship.
It kind of makes sense for me.
And what do you do on the ship?
I help maintain battle readiness, make sure that the crew is in good condition, and I command the ship in combat.
How many times have you been in combat?
Fair number. Against the Eldar, against other rogue trader crews.
What happened to this ship you were on?
It's been abandoned. Too many ghosts.
Like your old family turned to ghosts?
Yes.
Spooky.
Are you able to communicate with them?
No. Their warp ghosts tend to be reliving the moments up to their deaths.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes. I hope their actual spirits have found peace on the void winds.
Who are these elders that you spoke of?
Eldar. They're a pointy-eared race of Xenos, tolerant than most humans.
Are they blind?
No?
If they see nose.
I believe they're meaning.
Xenos. Alien.
See nothing. See no.
Alien. A race that is not human and is not born of Earth. Xenos.
We would be considered Xenos then, I believe.
Please don't.
Nah, I see perfectly well.
Ephraim, I don't think you have comprehended half of what was just said, have you?
Yes, I can see perfectly well.
Ashura, can I freeze him again?
Wait till after we're done here.
Understood. But, from what you described, they sound a little like what we call elves. Do they have any special characteristics? Like anything they can do better or such?
They tend to be powerful psychers.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. It's calling people psychos.
Can
No, psychers is a different term.
I hit him?
I don't care.
You go for it. Have fun.
No. Don't be a psycho.
Ephraim, please. Do you need to clean out whatever you have that is the equivalent of an ear?
No, I see perfectly fine. So, how did you meet those Eldar?
We were trying to beat them to the planet, the Dread Pearl. Unfortunately, they turned out to have much better claim and a lot more firepower than we could muster.
So, what happened?
We evacuated the humans that had landed on this planet, and Books managed to get some technology and a really weird cat that chose to come with us.
Did you name the cat?
She's Evie's cat. I call her Cat,
Do they respond?
as much as a cat ever does.
Honestly, fair point.
Evie gave her some really formal name, one of those 30-syllable noble names. Catriona something, hence cat.
Yeah, sounds silly.
Yes.
Listen, if you can't call your pets stupid names, what can you call them?
Yeah.
And the humans that you evacuated from the planet, what happened to them?
Fair number of them stayed with us. Some of them went with Madame Charlebel to help her form a new crew.
No.
And where did you go? You stay on your ship?
Stayed on our ship, yes. Wouldn't be anywhere else.
Well, you would be if you weren't on your ship.
Point.
You could tell us about some of the crew on your ship.
Well, we are captained by a former sister of battle who's really relaxed a lot.
No, she's not fighting everyone.
No. And then we have Henix, who looks rather like you, actually. Seems to have acquired some reptilian traits. No warp disaster. Fortunately, our captain has relaxed a lot.
I've also been called a disaster before.
You've also claimed to be a disaster before.
Probably for good reasons. But when you said Sister of Battle, is that a title, a position?
It's a title. It is all-female warrior sisterhood.
Someone who is born from battle, a sibling of combat.
I mean, siblings can be both male and female, so I think it's specifically female.
Yes.
I'm just extrapolating from the title.
How do
it's-
you know that word?
Hmm?
Um,
From. I read about from.
he's learning. I'm proud of him. This is weird.
You know what? It is very weird, and that is why I'm going to say let's leave that subject for another time.
Yeah. Oh, so what sort of quest are you currently on?
Well, we are currently en route to pick up a team of inquisitors.
Oh dear.
Oh, what's an inquisitor?
Oh, how to describe this? A group of examiners of dangerous religious practices.
Like Ashura?
You're not wrong, but
I'm not sure if Ashura would be considered an inquisitor. Also, you're not entirely wrong.
No, it's the proctor? Weeder outer?
They go through and make sure that people are not practicing religion in a way that is against.
Dogma.
Yes, there's the word I was trying to think of.
Religious fanatics. Gotcha.
Not wrong.
So, where are you taking them?
A world with a psyker cult.
biker cult. Did I hear that right?
What?
Yeah, a biker cult.
No.
A psycho.
Sorcerers, whose powers are based in the warp. They're trying to make sure the planet isn't going to get sucked into the warp anytime soon.
Wait, would that be a bad thing then?
They're trying to stop the planet from getting sucked into the warp.
Ah,
Yes.
and the Psychers want the planet to be sucked into the warp.
Not necessarily, but you get a critical mass of psychers in one place, and that becomes a real risk.
So I'm guessing that the elders that you mentioned are quite risky to have around.
Yes. They created one of the chaos gods accidentally.
Let me get this straight. Not only did they create a god, they did it on accident.
Yes.
I thought stupidity did not get it any deeper than our green friend over here.
I mean, he knows the word extrapolate now, so. And from.
Fair, I do have to give them that. He is at least learning.
I think you were interrupted when we asked about your ship's crew.
Yes. Then there's also Bree, the Celestial.
What does a Celestial do?
She runs the financial side of the business of the ship to make sure we have enough of everything we need and facilitates the sale of our cargoes.
So kind of like Rue when he stocks up on cornflakes and scout cookies.
Out cookies? She pulls out a pebble.
Make sure we have all things we need.
Yes.
Yes, I do more than just that whenever I am here, I'll have you know, but that is for another time.
I also do a lot more, but that's for another time.
Did you just mock me?
What? No, I would never.
Ashura, I'm going to freeze him. You know this, right?
When our guest leaves. Unless they want a chance to hit him when they're frozen.
Anyway, is there any other fun quests or adventures you've been on?
Right now, I'm embarking on parenthood.
Oh,
Parenthood.
Yes, I'm going to be a mother soon.
that's quite a long quest, though.
Yes.
But congratulations.
Thank you. I've been told I'm carrying twins.
Ooh.
hoping at least one girl.
Well, let's hope that one of them becomes a good twin and the other a evil twin. And
Why would you hope that?
they can have like an age-long rivalry. For a good story, of course.
I
And they will be each other's enemies for all eternity.
You have permission to hit him.
No.
let me just be one to say, may you be blessed. And if you'd like, I could try and give you a blessing. It might benefit the possibility of a female child.
I'll take all the blessings I can get.
Well, when you leave, I shall send you with a blessing. But let's see, we've got to hear about demons. Is there any other interesting creatures you may have met on your journeys?
Well, they're the Kroot.
The what?
What?
They're sort of avian based, and they can manipulate their genes.
Sorry, I assume you don't mean the pair of clothing, you mean the thing that makes them up.
Yes.
Note to self, terrifying avian creatures can change DNA.
Yes. I honestly don't think you would want to visit our world.
There are a lot of things that seem very scary there.
Yes.
That's despite me being able to use basically all magics.
Yes. Bear yourself a meter headache.
We'll say it's probably less of a headache than that one over there. But yes, I'll keep searching for places for vacations.
I was going to ask what you do. Have you made any enemies along the way?
Few. One of them's dead though, so there's that.
That sounds like there's a story.
Did you kill them, or?
Not to brag, but yes. He was being most unpleasant, arranging for us to be ambushed by pitiful thugs. And then not so pitiful thugs.
Sounds like he called what was coming to him, I will say that.
Yes, he was a most unpleasant man.
And have you made any allies?
Well, there was the lady who we helped off the plant Red Pearl. She's currently rebuilding her dynasty.
Was it Madame Carla Bell?
Charlabelle. Yes. And, Haderick fell. I know it sounds like a fish, but he's fairly reliable. Then there's the Inquisitor that helped the Dawnlight, the new crew, the captain.
Well, with that, I'm going to send you along with a little blessing. May you have a good awakening, and may your children's futures be bright.